Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? I hope you are stay healthy. Alright, today we have to Denpasar City. It starts from 8 a.m. But before we start the tour, make sure you have your breakfast and take your belonging alright. If you're done, please follow me into the bus. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sania Lutfa Ismail from Sadejita and Travel. I'm glad to be a tour guide today in Bali, and let me introduce our crew today. So on my left side is Mr. Gandhi as a professional driver, and on my right side is Mr. Wibu as an assistant driver. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Denpasar City Tour. For the first destination, we will visit Bali Museum. Second place is Art Center, and the last destination is Bajra Sandi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, is it your first time to come to Bali, right? Because this is your first time, I'd like to tell you about Indonesia and Bali in general. Indonesia is one of the largest island country in the world. It consists of 700 islands with 34 provinces. The capital city of Indonesia is Jakarta, and the total population in Indonesia is more than 267 million people. Indonesia has two different time zones. They are Western Standard Time, Central Standard Time, and Eastern Standard Time. The currency in Indonesia is rupiah. As you can see, this is 10,000 rupiah. In 10,000 rupiah, you can buy 2 small bottles of mineral water. About the weather in Indonesia is tropical climate. There are dry season from April to October and rainy season from November to March. Now, I'd like to tell you about Bali. Bali is one of the most beautiful islands in Indonesia. The capital city of Bali is Denpasar City, and the population in Bali is more than 4 million people. And majority of religion in Bali is Hindu. They worship in pura or temple. Anyway, the weather in Bali is hot, snow, so I suggest you to drink a lot of water to avoid your dehydration. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we have arrived at Bali Museum. Before we leave the bus, please take your belongings and be careful by yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are in Bali Museum, so I'd like to give you the information about Bali Museum. Bali Museum divided into 3 yards. They are outside, middle, and main yard outside. Yard are Road and Buputan Badung Square. Middle yard are ticket registration and entrance gate. The main yard is where we are now, between the outside and the middle yard. There's a gate called Candi Benta. The shape of this gate are symbolized Rabidena is 2 different aspects of life, like female, male, white and black, good or bad, and the others. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to give you the information about the building. There are 4 main buildings. Here, I will start from the building where are we now. This is called Karangasana Building. This building adopted the architecture of building in Karangasana Palace. Inside the building, there's a collection about ceremonial equipment in bone. As you know, Balinese Hindu has many religious ceremony. You can say the ceremony already begin into pregnancy until they are done. The ceremony often called Panchayati. We'll talk about this building. The ceremonial equipment that mostly presented in this building is chili, but not for cooking chili. Is ceremonial equipment that made from palm leaf and from the woman that decorated by many kind of decoration. Chili usually made in some big ceremonies like temple ceremonies and big holidays like Galungan Happy Day and the others. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please don't be hesitant to ask me. Now, I'd like to tell you about the north building. It is Tabanan Building. This building adopted the architecture from the west of Bali Tabanan Palace. Inside this building, there is a collection about Balinese traditional weapons like cars, and also Balinese traditional dance costume like barong, the mask, and on the left side of us it's called Bulalang Building. This building is very unique because it has only 1 pillar in the middle of it, and the architecture was taken from the north of Bali. The main collection in this building is Balinese traditional clothes like batik and the others. And there's also ancient coin that Balinese people used it for ceremonial equipment until this day. Well, so you can see many Balinese handcrafted made from coin. We call it baseball. And the exhibitions building it consists of 2 floors to show historical things from Bell. One of the interesting collection is the coffee made of stone called asakupagos, and on the 2nd floor you can see many traditional house tools that Balinese people used it in the past, and the visitor want to know more about the Balinese history, they can visit the library in the museum. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how was your story today? Are you enjoying the tour alright? Just to remind you that tomorrow we have a full day tour start from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. For the first destination, we will visit the Galalan Royce, and then we go to Ubud Market and Ubud Monkey Forest. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go to bus, and thanks for the tour today. Have a good rest and see you tomorrow.